The VCX is one of many Correllian Engineering Corporation offerings in the light freighter market. The ship began to roll off the production lines in roughly 10 BBY, and was offered as a higher-end vessel than the contemporary YT2000 and YT2400 Light Freighter classes, marketed to higher-end customers. Thanks to its size and cargo capacity, imperial authorities allowed the ship to carry a greater-than-average armament as stock, a major selling point at the time due to normal imperial arms limitations laws. The class remained in production even after the fall of the Empire. The design has a length of 44 meters, width of 35 meters, and a height of 15 meters. The ship contained an entire dedicated crew deck, which contained crew quarters, passenger accommodations, common areas, and the bridge, with a majority of the ship's cargo areas located beneath this space. The class could carry 6 passengers and has a normal crew of 3 to 4, though a pair or even single person could run the ship successfully with little difficulty for extended periods. Equipped with a Class II hyperdrive as standard, the VCX had an armament of 2 light dual laser turrets for self-defense, one located in a chin position beneath the cockpit, and the second on the upper hull in the middle of the ship to provide good all-around combat capability and fields of fire. As an added extra feature, the VCX could accommodate a specially designed class of shuttle which fitted into a small open hangar between the upper 2 main engines, greatly extending the range of the ship for those who chose the option. Added sensors, shields, hull plating, and crew amenities were also available. The VCX began its development in the early years of the reign of the Galactic Empire, and after the failure of the latest YT series on the market, namely the YT760 class, alongside the new YT2000 class, the brand new VCX was intended to reboot CEC's light freighter offerings and restore their reputation as the premier builder of small yet capable freight and passenger ships. The design was intended to exploit several imperial arms limitations laws to permit the ships to carry a heavier armament than a ship of its size would normally be able to do. In a departure from the normal CEC approach to their freighters, the VCX came off the production lines as a high-end and very capable design, not requiring the high level of modification most ships of the YT series required to get them to suit the needs of their users. Straight out of the factory, the VCX would be a force to be reckoned with, incorporating the best that CEC had to offer at the time into a capable package. The VCX was made available for order in 8 BBY, CEC accepting applications even before the first ship had entered construction. Initial impressions were mixed, with many longtime CEC customers decrying the ship as the doomed venture that would end the company, while others greatly appreciated the design of the ship and the refreshing change it represented to the way CEC designed and sold its vessels. Initial orders were slow to come. However, after the first ships began to appear on the sales floor of CEC-registered dealers, and potential buyers had the chance to tour the vessels, sales quickly mounted, with orders being steady, though they never quite compared to the sales of the venerable and ever-popular YT series. Although it was initially planned that the VCX100 would be built only in limited numbers as a means of testing the waters before future versions were offered, the 100 series performed so well in sales that CEC decided to keep the class in production as long as there was a demand, changing and updating the ship only as needed to preserve its attractiveness to customers, offering successively the VCX 101, 102, 103, and others as only cosmetic and minor changes to the ship to keep its technology current. In service, the ships were popular with their crews, though perhaps a little too bulky for some smaller spaceports to comfortably accommodate. VCX-class ships would of course find their way into the hands of various rebel cells during the Galactic Civil War, and see much action against the Galactic Empire. Among the most famous users of the VCX would be the Phoenix Cell, which operated the Ghost under the command of pilot Harrison Dula. The class's long service would continue even after the Empire and into the time of the New Republic, with the VCX100 being introduced in 8 ABY to comply with new laws regarding the armaments allowable aboard civilian vessels introduced by the New Republic. The class would cease production sometime after the end of the Galactic Civil War, though ships of the class remained common sights throughout the galaxy for decades to come. Although a different type of ship than was normal for CEC to offer to its customers, the VCX was nonetheless a capable and well-liked class which saw many units sold over its much longer than initially intended run, making CEC and the crews that flew them many credits over the years. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to give it a like. Drop a comment about what you think of Rebels, because this is the ship it's best known from, because it's, the Ghost. Also, if you like the artwork that I've used in this video, feel free to follow the link in the video description to the channel's Patreon. There is Patreon that you can join and you can help support the channel, but also I put artwork that I use from the videos there free for anybody to get, so you can do that if that's something that interests you, and if not, I don't know, why are you clicking on the Patreon link if you don't want the art or support the channel, which, you don't have to do, but why are you clicking the link? I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else. Next week, it should be a video actually voted on by the Patreons on that topic. Yeah, let's bring it around to perks of being a Patreon. Basically, it looks like they voted this month for the Akola class destroyer, which is that, motion picture era Starfleet destroyer with a nacelle on top and a nacelle on the bottom. It's like a light version of the Constellation, and I kind of dig it. So that's what the Patreons voted on. Once a month, Patreons get to vote on the next ship to be reviewed. Also, they get videos about a day in advance. This video is going out a little bit later than intended because it took a little longer than I expected to do artwork for the videos. So that's a thing, but it'll be out, and Patreons will see it first. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you could have been watching it yesterday as a Patreon member. But if that interested you, again, there's a link, but you don't have to click it. Anyway, have a nice day, I think.